All right, good afternoon, Midlothian ISD. Welcome to the March 4th, 2021 Community Update. We are headed into spring and our school year is nearing the end and time is certainly flying by. We have a lot to cover today and all of it's important to our district as it impacts so many areas. So let's start with our MISD Proud shout outs. It's Diagnosticians Week, so help us celebrate our amazing MISD diagnosticians. Our diagnosticians are experts in learning disabilities and strategizing effective teaching strategies and learning strategies to help students. We appreciate each and every one of you. We have a Heritage High School shout out for JAG state swimmer Jackson Chambers. He made the finals at the state swim meet this past weekend in San Antonio, finished 15th fastest 200 freestyler in the state. And just a little note there, Jackson's at a 4A high school, but in swimming, you compete at a 5A division. So congratulations, Jackson. Incredible opportunity there for you, and we're very proud of you. It's also National Athletic Training Month. Thank you to our secondary training staffs for their dedication to serving our student athletes each and every day. They are there super early and they stay extremely late, making sure our kids are on and off the field and on the court, wherever they may be, that they are safe and taken care of. So thank you to our athletic trainers. This past weekend, Mhs Theater was able to have their production of Frozen. It was an incredible show, had a great turnout, and we are so proud of our theater students and Ms. Hallmark on a job well done. Additionally, our Mhs Debate team, we want to celebrate for their success this past weekend. All 4 of our public forum teams advanced to the second day, putting MHS with 4 of the top 6 teams. The team of David Salazar and Jace Martin finished second, and they qualified for nationals. The team of Trevor Toby and Jade Young finished 4th, and they are the first alternate to nationals. And the team of Caleb Bridgens and Dana Bustos finished 5th, and they are the second alternate to nationals. So congratulations to Miss Bogey and her debate team on a job well done, and we look forward to the continued celebrations as kids head to nationals. Congratulations to Heritage High School counselor Tiffany Gomez. Mrs. Gomez has been nominated and recognized by the College Board Counselor Recognition Program, celebrating counselors that go above and beyond for their students. So congratulations to Ms. Gomez. This year, Midlothian ISD had 22 competitive teams and 4 Rising Star teams compete for the Greater Fort Worth Virtual Destination Imagination Tournament held in February. This tournament was 100% virtual, and it really pushed our students to even greater heights of creativity. We have 13 teams advancing to the Lone Star State Finals and the affiliate tournament in April, with 5 first place finishes in the team challenge and 3 highest instant challenge overall. At the elementary level, we had the Tilted Turtles from Miller placed first, the Techno Tacos from JAV placing second, the Unknown from Baxter with the 4th place, the Curious Chameleons from Miller placing second, the Dino Detectives from Miller placing third, the Dabbing Bananas from Miller placing first, and the Big Brainiacs from McClatchy placing second. At the middle school level, the Pickle Unicorns, who have been around for a while, they just keep knocking the top off of this, but the Pickle Unicorns from Walnut Grove placed first in improv. The Broadway Burritos, who keep coming back every year from Walnut Grove, placed second. The Educated Elephants from Dietrich placed third. The Victorious Velociraptors from Frank Seal placed third. The Avocado Avengers combined team from Walnut Grove and Dietrich placed first. And the Dinocados combined team from Walnut Grove and Dietrich placed first in engineering. And they also had a first place in the instant challenge. So as you can tell, our DI program continues to grow. COVID did not slow down our DI students and their competitions, and we are so proud of that program, and congratulations to all of our students. We're MISD proud of School Within a School. I think, as everyone is probably aware, Irvin has been housed at Frank Seal this week and next week, and Miller has been at Dietrich. We cannot thank our middle school staff and students enough for preparing their classrooms and hallways to welcome our elementary friends as we work on the restoration process for those 2 campuses as they were damaged during the winter storm. On Monday, the old enrollment mark of 9,894 students was replaced with a district historic high of 9,902 students in Midlothian ISD. So this is the first time the enrollment has ever topped the 9,900 mark. And tomorrow is National Maintenance Appreciation Day. Please join me in thanking our hardworking maintenance team. They work to keep our campuses safe and comfortable, and they do everything that, when they get a call for anything, they're out there and ready to help. So thank you, maintenance team, for your continued dedication to our district. So I'm going to jump into the agenda today. To keep you updated from a zoning standpoint, our Zoning Community Committee has been holding community sessions this week. Yesterday, there was a virtual input session at a lunchtime and then a late afternoon session. Today, there are 2 in-person opportunities. One is occurring right now from 11 to 1 p.m. and then again this evening from 5 to 7 p.m. Reservations are required to ensure we're following the COVID occupancy protocols. And additionally, anyone may send their input via email at zoning@misd.gs at any time. And the thought exchange remains open and will be open through Monday. So check your email for the thought exchange link to participate if you would like. Next week, the committee will reconvene, review the input, and make any changes they feel necessary before sharing the updated recommendations for zoning to the board at the March 22nd board meeting. So today we have a COVID update. I'm going to invite Dr. Shore Heathcote on and let her come on to take care of that. Dr. Heathcote.
All right, thank you, Dr. Carpenter. So in the past week, we are averaging less than 1 case per day, and we have had a number of days where we've had no new active cases reported. At this time, all of our campuses have less than 1% of active COVID cases, and many campuses actually have 0 active cases at this time. So I hope that you guys were able to read the district's communication this week that was sent via email and posted to all of the district social media sites on Governor Abbott's executive order regarding COVID-19 protocols in Texas effective on March 10th. Within the governor's order, the governor instructed public schools to operate under the standard health protocols and guidance issued by the Texas Education Agency. So yesterday afternoon, we received an updated guidance from the Texas Education Agency, and the TEA has continued mask requirements for school districts under the Other Establishment Clause in GA 34. The updated guidance states schools must comply with these requirements, and it states that every student, teacher, or staff member shall wear a mask over the nose and mouth when inside a school building, school facility used for school activities, or when in an outdoor space on school property or that's used for school activities, whenever it's not feasible to maintain 6 feet of social distancing from another person not in the same household. Additionally, per TEA, any changes to this protocol will require formal action by our Board of Trustees. So TEA continues to require school districts to notify parents and staff for every positive COVID case, as well as contact trace as we've been doing all year. Due to our consistent efforts to enforce the wearing of face masks amongst students and staff, we have been able to keep the numbers of forcible quarantines relatively low among our student population, keeping students and staff in schools for in-person learning for the most part. Therefore, MISD will continue to follow our previously board-approved mask requirements for staff and for students grade K through 12. Our original mask requirements for students and staff, it was approved by the school board on July the 27th and matches the current guidance that TEA released today. Additionally, the Department of State Health Services announced yesterday that educators and school support staff are eligible for vaccines effective immediately. So we are working with our employees to ensure that they're able to get those vaccinations when they are scheduled. So I will turn it back over to Dr. Carpenter now.
Thank you very much. Last night we had a board workshop, our monthly board workshop, and we went over, we actually got to hear from our Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, Shalisa Fain, and they also heard some preliminary budget information for 21-22. In today's The More You Know segment, let's welcome Shalisa Fain, our Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, and she is going to talk to you a little bit about last night's information in the board meeting. Welcome, Ms. Fain.
Thank you, Dr. Carpenter. Good afternoon, MISD. I am Shalisa Fain, your Director of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion. And last night, I did present an update on cultural proficiency and DEI to our Board of Trustees, which included the following. The June 2nd, 2020 board action requested that the board establish a board diversity officer, that the board attend impartial bias training as a group, that there is enhanced reporting to the board from each campus on racial matters, specifically involving discipline, and then lastly, encouraging multicultural clubs on each campus. Part of my role is to provide guidance to campuses and district staff on improving culturally responsive learning spaces by providing resources and guidance for teachers through TEKS mandated celebrations and observances. As far as the curriculum audit, on January the 15th, members of the Diversity Council interviewed 3 consultant firms. These firms had previously submitted proposals to MISD's request for proposal for a curriculum policy audit. The recommended firm will be presented to the Board of Trustees for approval during the March 22nd board meeting. Additionally, last night, the Board of Trustees voted to name trustees Tammy Toby and Bobby Soto as board diversity officers for the remainder of the 2020-21 school year. Thank you, and now I'll turn it back over to you, Dr. Carpenter.
All right, thank you, Ms. Fain. It sounds like something fun's going on outside the hallway right there. Thank you for joining us today. Just a reminder, we are filing waivers for our snow, ice, bad weather, disaster days that happened last week, the week before. And so March 12th is back on as a student and staff holiday. So next week is a 4-day week for students and for staff. And we just wanted to make sure everybody gets that message, as it did go out in an email late last week, but also just to clarify on here, March 12th is a student and staff holiday for Midlothian ISD as you go into spring break. So hope you have a great day. Enjoy the weather, and we will see you next week.